What's up, everyone? Metroid Prime Fan 18 here again with the final fourth out of fourth part of my Turok series review. And this review will be on what is chronologically, or storyline speaking, the first game in the series. But it was the last one of the same storyline to be released on the market. This was released in, I think, 2000. And this game is Turok Evolution. And I have the GameCube version, as you just saw. But this game came out for both, or for all the GameCube, the PS2, and the Xbox, and I think maybe the PC. Not sure about that, though. So, let's get to it. Online reviewers and reviewers on, GameFAQs or whatever, I know I don't listen to them much, but I actually do agree with them on a bunch of the negative points they said. So, I'll get to my own explanation of these negative points. I'll get these through with first. 1. Loading times. Loading times in this game, way too long. With the exception of the flying chapters, which are chapters 2, 6, 11, 12, and 14. Those take like 5 seconds. The others take like half a minute. Even longer, or if not longer. 2, graphically, and again, I'm no graphics whore. I'm not going to nitpick this game too much because of graphics, but for a supposed next-gen game of this or that time, graphically it was very subpar. Long distance, or from a distance, everything just looked pixely, even up close. Especially in some of the later chapters where you're fighting on the city grounds, like just ground battles on the city. A lot of things. I mean, there's not much shading in some things, and I mean, some things just looked like they're rushed to get drawn. Some things looked badly colored, badly designed, whatever. Graphically, not too impressive. Some parts are there. I'm not saying it's all in all the graphics just plain suck. I'm just saying at some points. Also, my main complaint about this game. I have no idea if this is a glitch or the programmers just did this to piss us off. But at this game, at more than one point, in all the chapters starting at chapter 4, the game randomly takes away some of your weapons, even if you still had ammo for them. And this is really annoying, because in some particular chapters, the weapons they take away may be weapons that you use all the time. So again, I don't know if this is a glitch. I hope to God it's a glitch. I hope the programmers didn't do this just to piss us off. Because if they did, jeez. That's just major points off. I'm sorry. I don't know if it's probably is a glitch, but who knows? I mean, I don't know. I haven't really looked too deep. But those out of the way, let's get to the good points. Story in this game is pretty good. Starts out with this big cinematic opening showing the introduction to Tal'Set. And yes, Tal'Set is the Turok both for this game and for Dinosaur Hunter, the original one for the N64. And it shows him fighting against these Westerners trying to take over his people's land. And he's facing off with who is the boss of this game, Tobias Bruckner. And he is a dick. A big dick. So he's fighting with him. He eventually chops his arm off with a tomahawk because he saw him kill one of his or all of his friends. And apparently, while they're falling, a rift opening to the lost land opens during mid-fall. I don't really know. I don't know if they explain it or not. I never really watched the opening too much because it's rather long. But you meet up with these 2 or 3 allies who, 3 allies who aren't really. Nothing much is explained about them. You just see them randomly from level to level, or hear them. They talk to you. You don't really see them all that often. Gameplay, this game is good. This is where it gets its main pointage. It's also a difficult game. It's not an easy breeze through game. Also for the fact that it has no difficulty selections. That's right. There is no easy, normal, hard, OMG, impossible, don't try this unless you're a masochistic bastard, all that stuff. There's only one difficulty. And especially in the later chapters, it gets really, really tough. I'm not going to lie, it does get really, really tough. Another good point in this game is the weapons. You get a lot of cool weapons, and they all have upgrades. I mean, you can get a sniper scope for your pistol, you get a quad shot barrel for the shotgun, which lets you pump 4 shots at once into an enemy's body. You get minigun barrels for a flechette gun, turns it from beast to just plain savage monster. You get 2 attachments for the rocket launcher, one of which is the nuke, which for some reason, another complaint, you only use the nuke in 1 level. You still have the attachment, you still see it perched on top of the rocket launcher, but you only get to use it in 1 level. And that really sucks because the nuke in this game is way more epic looking than it was in Turok 2. A lot more. The other rocket launcher attachment is called the Swarm Bore. Swarm Bore. It looks like this little DNA helix thing, but it has to lock on to fire. And it fires inside an enemy's body, just disintegrates both their legs, then both their arms, and then their head. They're left as a lifeless, just torso. No head, legs, arms, nothing. So, this game does, again, have a very good array of weapons. It is a difficult game. It's not easy, especially in the later chapters. It gets really tough, like I said. Some things that make me mad, though. First off, controls in this game are a bit awkward. They do take some time getting used to. It's also kind of sensitive. Jumping in this game is also really fucked up. If you're pressed right against like a box or something that's low enough for you to jump on top of, if you're pressed right up against it and you try to jump on it, for some reason you get caught on the very corner of it and you slowly slide down instead of jumping on the crate. But if you're standing away from the crate and you jump and, time it right, you can get on top. But if you're standing next to it, it won't let you. And if you're about to fall, if the wall is slanted enough, you can actually slide down the wall, which is pretty cool. Useful if you're in a panicky situation, you have to fall off a ledge to survive. Kind of ironic, but there you go. But, like I said, there's a lot of glitches in this game. Some really bad-looking drawings and designs. I'm not going to lie, some of the designs in this game really do look rushed. Graphic-wise, it's not that impressive. Some levels do look pretty impressive, but overall, meh, subpar for a supposed next-gen game. So, basically, as far as the story goes, you find out that these enemies, who are called the Slegs, are trying to take over the Lost Land, starting with or not really starting, but ending with the city of Galliana, which is the City of Light, the most important city of all the Lost Land. It's also a city you hear about somewhat in Turok 3. And that's your final fight before the actual final battle against Bruckner, is the battle for Galliana. Epic fight. It's a flying fight. You fly on these little Tyrannosaurs. It's pretty cool. One more complaint I have, the boss fight, most pathetic excuse for a boss ever. All you have to do is make one tree fall on the T-Rex he's riding on. How do you do that? Okay, here's a tree, my finger's a tree, here's you, standing up against the tree with a shotgun, one shot will do it, and here comes Bruckner on his T-Rex. He's running towards the tree, just shoot it when it gets close enough, and that's it. One tree does it. It's fun to see him fall off and get crushed by that T-Rex, but it's just way too easy. So overall, this game is pretty good. I'm afraid there's more negatives than positives, but the later chapters in this game are really fun. I will say that, especially Chapter 10 when you're riding on the gondola shooting airships down. So overall, I'm going to give this game about a 7.5 out of 10. Like I said, the glitches in this game, the bad designs, low res, really kills it. And also, the main thing that kills it is the fact they take away your weapons for no reason at all. So, yeah. So, thus completes my 4-part review of the Turok series. And, my next 3 videos are going to be in this order: a rant, or a game review, and another rant. And from then on, we'll see. So, till then, this is Metroid, signing off.